Hello, YouTube. This is Banded Lion, and it has been a long, long time. The last time I made a video that I actually successfully uploaded was August 1st. I've made a couple since then that have failed for one reason or another, all boiling down to user error. So it's been 9 weeks. Last at August 1st, I was 229. This morning I was 211. After hovering at 215.5 for a long time, that's 18 pounds, so about 2 pounds a week. For a while, I was doing about 1.5 pounds a week. In the last couple days, I've dropped a lot. So we have yet to see if that's permanent or random noise in the signal. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get this done in another 4 minutes so that it's not too big for me to upload because I'm having user error with the compression and codecs and all that lovely stuff. I'd say 89.5% healed. I can still produce a little bit of discomfort if I push on my big scar. And if I just run my fingers over that area, there's still maybe a quarter-sized area that doesn't have sensation, that's kind of numb. But it was a lot bigger, when I originally had the surgery. And it's certainly livable even if it never went away. I'm just kind of keeping track. Um, so stuff. I hung out at 215.5 for a long time, and then I bumped up to, or bounced up to 217 for a day and totally freaked out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. It's all over. I'm just gonna balloon back up to 280. Oh no. And then I thought a lot about what I was doing, what I could be doing better, how to, what I can do diet wise that doesn't feel like a sacrifice. Historically, when my stomach feels upset, I will eat. Um, so, like if I have a little bit of acid reflux, I'll eat a piece of bread. If I have, any sort of discomfort in my stomach, my answer tends to be eat. Or even if I'm just sick in general, or not feeling well, or feeling tired, or whatever. When I'm under stress, I like to go have a nice meal. When I'm excited, I like to go have a nice meal. So the meals are kind of out completely because if I go out to eat, I won't get down more than 5 or 6 bites of whatever. Um, and it feels kind of like a waste of time, waste of money. I still go out sometimes with friends just because it's nice to go out, but um, the only thing that I really enjoy going out and eating right now is pho, which is the Vietnamese chicken noodle soup, because there's lots and lots of broth, and I can eat on the broth for a good 10 minutes and feel like I've done my eating without getting a lot of calories, and I'll have a couple bites of the chicken and then feel pretty full. I noticed that over the last couple months, I've been snacking a lot more because I can't eat a lot all at once, so I tend to just graze, which for a while I was having like constipation issues, which wasn't a lot of fun. So I was looking for ways of getting more fiber in. I tried fiber gummies, which from Costco, which helped some, but there's I took like two or three a day. And two is a serving, and it just didn't seem to make much sense to try to get down like 10 a day, which would be like my normal fiber intake. So then I started adding in high fiber bread from one of the local bread companies, and that worked. But then I was getting in a lot more carbs, probably 3 or 4 pieces of bread a day. Um, I was also eating like more crackers, and I was eating um, kind of high fiber crackers, but still, they were very similar to wheat thins, which just don't have a lot of goodness in them, and are carby. Um, it was also just last weekend I had a couple of scones because I was getting over a cold and my stomach didn't feel good, and I was like, well, if I eat a little bit of the scone, it'll make me feel better, and it did. But again, working in a lot more calories. I mean, a scone is probably 300 calories alone, and admittedly, I might eat a scone over a couple of hours, but still calories and not a lot of nutritional value. So, thinking more about um, it's kind of snacking versus meals, but it's not really the meals so much as making sure I get the protein in, making sure I get the fluids in, and then making sure that the snacks that I choose are the best that they can be. I went to the local nutritional co-op and got some organic carrots and cauliflower, which I like eating raw, and I bagged those up into like daily bags o vegetables, and that has made it a little bit easier to just snack on that when I just want something. And with the bread, I'm doing half a slice of bread instead of a full slice of bread because if I get in, two slices of bread, half a slice at a time, or slice and a half a slice at a time, that cuts the calories in half, and it doesn't, seem to do any better or any worse. But a little bit of this is just planning out what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat, that kind of stuff. A little bit of calorie counting, like I don't really want to count my calories every day, but I certainly have to keep track every once in a while. Like once a week, go over what is my normal daily intake. Like I have my protein shake, then I have my grande soy latte, and then I have something lunchy, though pretty small. And I'll have another protein shake. Sometimes I'll have a smaller soy latte or a decaf latte in the afternoon. Um, for a while I was getting into the smoothies a lot, and I still really like the smoothies. And like a smoothie from Jamba Juice, the ones that I get, which are the Splenda smoothies, I think it's like 250 calories for their medium size, which is pretty big, or 250. Um, but I was doing like a smoothie every day from Jamba Juice, and I was doing another smoothie at home that I would make myself out of soy and orange juice and um, some frozen fruit and some ice and some Splenda, and it was great, and I liked it. But I was just getting in a lot of liquid calories, so it occurred to me to make my sleeve work for me, I need to eat more solid food and not the crackers. um, so more solid food, more vegetables, that kind of thing. I noticed a little with my emotions and depression. I think that weight loss in general uh, tends to push depression if you're at all, you know, uh, vulnerable to that. And it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to slit my wrist and jump off a building. It was more like low energy, not really up for going and seeing people, not up for going and doing things. Um, and some of it, I'm sure, was just low energy. Lose weight, don't have a lot of energy around. So I decided to kick up my. I haven't been exercising a lot. I've been like, I'll take the dog for walks on the weekends for half an hour or whatever. But I'm going to try to really kick up the exercise in a not insane dramatic way, but like take a longish walk, 45 minutes to an hour every day, just to keep up my available energy. Because once my body gets used to it, then it will have that in reserves, and it'll be more used to working with what I've got. Um, Liquids, I wasn't drinking nearly enough water. I was getting in my liquids through protein shakes and smoothies mostly, not a lot of water at all. I really need to, and often when I would think about drinking, it would be just after I ate, which it's hard to drink water. You're not really supposed to drink water, and you can't really get a lot down anyways. Um, so yeah, just making a point of drinking the water. Um, that's about it. So yeah, continued losing weight. I stalled for a while again, like a couple weeks. So don't get discouraged if you are stalling for a while. One of the best things to do if you're getting discouraged is to say, where's my diet at? Where can I move it to? Am I eating 1,200 calories, 800 calories, 2,400 calories? I mean, you can get in a lot of calories through liquids. So, do the math every once in a while. Make sure that you're not getting in more calories than you really think. And remember that you can still get in a lot of food if you graze, and you can still get in a lot of food if you drink your calories. So good luck, everyone. Hope everyone is doing fabulous. Hopefully this is small enough to upload. We'll see. It turned out to be 9.5 minutes. Oh well.